And I don't know if you can think of a better pro. I go way back with Frank, right? Played at Arkansas, hosted him on his official visit, right? So spent a lot of time with him, and man, what a consummate pro who he played through more than most folks will ever know. What he's meant to this organization, it's hard to put into words. He came in here in the Matty P days and fought through a lot of stuff then, on the field, off the field, and then has been a vital part of this turnaround. So my hat's off to him, and he'll be seen when he wants to be seen, and he'll be heard from when he wants to be heard from. Look, I haven't even talked to him yet. He sent us a couple text messages, and we'll see him when we see him. But I'll let Frank talk to the reasoning of that. He put the thing out on Instagram. I'm not gonna try to go into any more than that because I don't know any more than that. Oh, it's a tremendous loss. You can't minimize that loss. It puts a huge load on everyone else because he shows up every day as the first one in the film room, knocking down the door, figuring out the game plan, all the weird looks, the weird calls that you fall into, and that's on someone else now. Right? He's not here, so that's collectively as a unit, whoever's playing center, they've got to do that. Jared's going to shoulder some of that load too. So, but collectively, we all have to band together, find the weak points and stuff, and get better, because at the end of the day, the game's going to go on long after I'm gone. So long after Frank's gone. So we just have to shoulder the load and pick it up and go from there. Yeah, I mean, he let us know before that. So, we didn't find out on Instagram. But, I think it's always there. Every year you don't know if someone's going to come back or not, have a change of heart, get hurt, not, it doesn't matter. But, his decision, he can speak to that. But at the end of the day, it's at this point, we have to move along, carry the load, and figure out what's going on from here. He's grown a lot as a rookie. This offense there's a lot to it. And so he's getting thrown into it, which is the best way to learn a lot of times. So, impressed with him and, the things he's doing, and, he's going to continue to grow, and we'll see what happens. Yeah, I think Tate's done a great job of, coming in, and, God gave us 2 ears and one mouth for a reason, and he's done a real good job about that. So, he's going in, he knows he's not Frank. He's not trying to be Frank. He's not trying to replace Frank. He's trying to be Tate. So, again, I'll let Tate talk to what, his methodology is, but, from the outside looking in, kind of, he's doing a really good job right now. Obviously there's change. Change isn't good or bad. It is change. So, I think it's still early. We're getting in, learning the things that changed, refining, every year, your huge self-scout, and, try to figure out how we're going to evolve and change and grow as an offense, as a unit. No 2 years are the same, so, going through that, but, the intensity's been great. Seeing different guys in different spots and just kind of how we're rolling things, and, just kind of seeing what's going on. It's been a very good six practices, but really the 3 weeks before that were very beneficial for all of us.